Next we have a candidate for the Office of Hawaiian Affairs Trustee, Christopher Lee. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Lee.
Good morning, everybody. As everyone knows, my name is Christopher Lee. I'm running for OHA Trustee candidate from Oahu. Let me address the Oahu part. How many people here did not know before today that all islands can vote for all OHA seats, whether it be Hawaii, Maui, or Oahu? Okay, now you know you guys can vote for me. Thank you. I don't do a whole lot of these, so how many of you have heard that when you speak in front of a group of people and you're really nervous, you should start off by telling a joke? Unfortunately, I don't have any jokes, so I'm going to try to wing this one. So, I want to talk about what an OHA trustee does right now. In practice, what the OHA trustees do is they serve as the board of directors for the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. They supervise the day-to-day operations through the leadership of the CEO and the Chief Operating Officer and the 4 divisions of the office. But what I really think the Board of Trustees should be doing is they shouldn't be quote-unquote supervising or micromanaging the CEO. I really think they should be providing a sense of technical expertise to all different areas of the strategic priorities, which include cultural preservation, land and water, education, economic self-sufficiency, and housing. I spoke to a few of you so far today, and as some of you may know, and you probably find out right now, I can talk for days about financial literacy and economic self-sufficiency, but I want to get into the crux of that. When I talk about how OHA should be supporting more programs that promote financial literacy, I'm not talking about your basic open a savings account, saving money here and there, and paying your bills and balancing your checkbook. How many people here are retirees right now? Okay. How many of you have wondered about the cost of long-term care in later years of life? Okay. These are issues that I want to see addressed for the Native Hawaiian population. I want to see more programs that focus not only on saving money and doing those things, but I'm talking about investing basics, I'm talking about planning for retirement, being able to make sure that when they get into the later years, they can support themselves financially without having to worry if they'll ever live a life of poverty. The other thing that I want to address as trustee, I really think that OHA should focus its educational programming into job training and job readiness for program participants. What I mean by that is, if you look at the labor unions, for example, and the apprenticeship programs, they can only take so many at a time. I really think that if people want to get into certain trades, they should be partnering with the trade unions, they should be partnering with the community colleges to make sure that we can get more people trained so they can end up joining organized labor unions, to make sure that we can get these people back to work. The job training is a huge issue for me because if you look at the recent unemployment number, I think the Feds came out and said right now we're at 6.3% unemployment. The fact is we can't verify whether it's 6.3% unemployment because we don't know what the labor participation rate is, which the labor participation rate in Hawaii has been decreasing. That means we need to get our people back to work. We need to train them for jobs that will pay them well and get them back to work. How many of you agree with me? I just gave a few examples of things that I want to do and things that I believe that I know some expertise on. I haven't really delved into my background. I would encourage everyone to come to my table. I have hand cards that talk about my specific background, and then we can chat a little bit further about it. I don't want to belabor any points, but I did want to say that OHA races typically have a low turnout rate. They're really about 200,000 voters that voted in the last election, about 100,000 of them were blank votes. Please take a few minutes to learn about your candidates. Take some time to learn about the issues, and Please vote for your OHA candidates, whether it be me or anybody else. Thank you.